the victory. That was at the World Championship where he won 3-2 in game number 5.
And Stingray put on one heck of a performance at the World Championship. But we see here the Mirage from Sandstorm and the Dusk from Stingray. I saw him playing this Dusk earlier and I was like, ain't no way my boy. Character representation at its finest.
Yeah, he's definitely bringing out some newness, but on the same time, Sandstorm also bringing out a lot of style here as he throws out the down sig to take the initial stock off of Stingray, and he built up a lot of damage against Stingray with the spear. Stingray's known for his spear play, and Sandstorm is showing him how to play some spear.
Yes, definitely. That was, whew,
Yo.
what a stock coming out from Sandstorm. He shut it down. All right, he's just chipping away at him. Pokey poke. Look at the damage racking up on the stock number 2 in an edge guard situation. Sandstorm's weapon throws. Man, you better stop.
Oh my goodness, Sandstorm just picking apart Stingray. That was brutal. Stingray trying to make all the correct decisions that he can, but Sandstorm had an answer for each decision Stingray made. And now Stingray down to his final stock here. Sandstorm not even in the red yet.
Not even in the red. Stingray tried to reach out on that stock with the Sayer, the defensive Sayer, and then that's the you reach I teach, because he reached out and then he poked him right back in the face. All right, now final stock.
Okay.
He finally lands a nice neutral sig and gets the first stock off of Sandstorm, but he's already on red on the final stock.
This is brutal right now. Sandstorm was just kind of dancing on top of that weapon spawn. Wanted to do something a little stylish there with that immediate pickup side sig, but Stingray did not get caught by it. But still, like, look at the health difference right now. Sandstorm barely touched, although he's starting to tick into the orange.
Yeah, he's getting a little bit of damage on him. Missed a punish that also could have been game, right? So, you know, it's getting to the point where he keeps on messing around. If he doesn't get this stock taken, this could be a mounted comeback. Look at that. Even stocks, but a lot of damage on Stingray.
Yeah, he cannot rest just yet. He is not out of the woods. Sandstorm over to his scythe, but it's been all about the spear for this Mirage.
Got the orb out now versus this scythe. Gets caught by the downlight. Sandstorm going over for the edge guard. He made him waste the dodge, but I guess he just didn't see what the right opportunity was. He couldn't find out what button he needed to press. What input to go and catch him slipping. Now, back in Nuge. Okay, Sandstorm tacking on some damage. Sidelight Sayer. Punished for throwing out another sidelight. And Sandstorm taking game number 1.
He manages to hold that one out, but man, Stingray was bringing that one back. Stingray, when he got to visit all 3 of Sandstorm's stocks on that final stock. 545 damage put out by Stingray. Sandstorm. 498 of it was on that spear. So he's definitely playing this Mirage for that spear.
He's playing it for that spear, but in his last set, he was definitely showing out with the scythe. He's still got those patented Sandstorm combos. His weapon throws into this scythe combos that were just clean. I mean, but his spear's been looking great.
Yeah, he's been very effective with both weapons, but he's forced to play the scythe for a little bit. Goes for the jump, gravity cancel downlight. Stingray not going to get caught by it.
Had an edge guard opportunity, but not enough damage on. He says, you know what? I don't need to go over there, Stingray. Now going to go down. Tried the dare. Not going to touch. Slid over. Actually, it looked like the start of that almost clipped Sandstorm, but going to whip the sig and catches that one. Stingray with the first stock.
Really good side sig usage there. Even I think saw a little bit of a charge for that extra tiny bit of force on that one. Just trying to get as much as he can out of that moment. But Sandstorm comes back in, picks up the scythe, starting to add up some damage onto Stingray's first stock.
Good job. He's landing some good hits here. Still holding on to this first stock. Trying to find another one. The dodge was good. Gets a clean punish. That's a lot of damage. Oh, what a gravity cancel. Come on, Stingray. Talk to him. Sidelight Sayer will get the second stock out of there.
He's like, everything I learned on that 3rd stock of game 1, I'm bringing it here to my first stock of game number 2, and it is so effective. He's winning right now very handedly against Sandstorm, but the down heavy almost gets the stock.
Yeah, the breakdance definitely put him out pretty far wide left. Didn't quite get it. He's still not able to find the KO. Catches. Okay, there it is. Yep, that one right there. Lingered a little bit on the left. I didn't know if it was going to KO, but finally got that one with the Sayer on the spear. Goes over to the scythe. you know, trying to get one of those good old Sandstorm gimps, right? And maybe tie the game up.
I mean, he's been very good in the past about getting those stocks stolen from opponents with this scythe in hand. But Stingray, he is playing that dare game, just trying to put those projectiles out, keep Sandstorm away so that he cannot get that scythe steal.
And he can't really get too much goings and just decides, you know what, it's not time for this anymore. Switches over to the spear, but catches a sidelight Sayer. No edge guard from Stingray. And Sandstorm's back on stage.
Okay.
Nice combination.
Backs away, didn't see the opportunity for another Sayer. Nice pogo into the weapon toss. Stock count evened up.
Ooh, that was nice. That weapon toss into that pogo was cool. All right, so he's going to have the scythe in hand for the final stock. But one hit will do it. Stingray had such a lead, it didn't quite matter that he got put down to his final stock. He closes that one and evens the set 1-1.
Looking like a reversal of game number 1, where Sandstorm started off on the cusp of a 3-stock and ended up getting down to final stocks. This time it was Stingray who had the cusp of the 3-stock, and Sandstorm brought it back down to final stocks. So looking pretty close between the two of them, honestly, just with the way that this one's kind of ping-ponging back and forth.
Yeah, and almost looked the same damage-wise, too, because if you look, he did all the damage pretty much with the orb, right? 389, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I believe that's 389 damage with that orb.
Yep. All right, so going into the next game, orb is the weapon of choice once again. Scythe is in the hand of Sandstorms. I saw that he wanted to try to use it a few times, but it just wasn't working out for him on that last stock. Now he's having a good start.
Yeah, that's some solid damage being put out by Sandstorm, but Stingray already getting some damage in response. He's putting out those orb hitboxes and catching Sandstorm.
And that nair is nice. And it kind of keeps you around, so you can just stay hovering around in that space and keep up the guard from the weapon like he was, but he still has a lot of damage on. Down light into the recovery from Sandstorm with a high weapon toss for the weapon storm.
Yeah, really good positioning from Sandstorm there. Backed away from that recovery from Stingray and was like, well, you're floating right above me. Down light and goes for the vertical because he was closer to the ceiling.
I like that that try right there. We had Stingray trying that gravity cancel. He landed a clean one earlier with his other weapon, but that was a good choice. Doesn't quite get it, but I do like that he presented the option. Going to go and get the stock off of Sandstorm, and we have it tied 2-2. These guys are getting more and more even as the set goes on.
Yeah, they're both learning and progressing as this set continues. But only one can continue on, both tied 1 apiece and on 2 stocks.
Dancing, okay. Nice pokes. These guys are both playing it pretty slow. It's like once they get going, they really start to get going, but they're really just taking hit after hit and just trying to rack up damage. Nothing too flashy from either player.
Oh, okay. Nice. That's 2 exclamation points. Stingray. Ooh, he's getting hit. He's getting hit.
Yeah, Sandstorm is too good. He recognized, okay, I cannot let him get these resources back. Every time he hit him, he was giving him a jump, but he was like, that's all you're getting. And he kept on juggle until the stock was taken. Nice dodge through. That would have been, he was real close to the blast zone. That could have been it. And that'll do it.
You know, Stingray just shaking off that edge guard from Sandstorm, cleans up the stocks. Now it's going to be final stocks again between the two of them. Just again, a testament to how close these two are.
Back and forth, back and forth. These guys are playing the teeter-totter, the seesaw. Gets back on the map. Sandstorm trying to, I mean, he really cannot get much going with this scythe. It's like I see a glimpse of it really shining at times, but it just seems like the spear is always the better option. He does opt to go over to the spear. Kid's caught trying to leak up there and throw out a Sayer. Gets back with the sweat beads and he's on the stage. Oh. Doesn't get the punish on Stingray. Stingray sidelight Sayer.
Stingray is getting so many hits onto Sandstorm. Sandstorm trying to get back up onto the stage. Orb staying in Stingray's hands. Sidelight side air, and that'll be another one in the pocket of Stingray. He is 1 game away from going to the Spring Royale.
This is a good game, man. Really strong players, man. The way that they're playing, both of them just collecting data on both sides. Just every time, every match has been an adjustment for each player. Now, we saw 403 on the orb and 141 on the spear this time from Stingray. It's actually just all around more damaging game. So him having that, him putting out more damage on that orb and holding onto it for the whole game, you know what his game plan is. We got to see what Sandstorm's adjustment's going to be to it. Sandstorm might want to just hang it up on the scythe gameplay. Just go with Spear.
That's definitely a possibility. Of course, he had a relatively even spread on the damage that he was doing with both weapons. But kind of to your point, right? I think his Spear's just been looking a little bit better.
Maybe as a player, I don't know, right? Maybe as a player, he's feeling like Stingray's kind of figured out the Spear. So I don't know. I mean, he's the one in the hot seat, the driver's seat, so he's got to make all the decisions right now, commanding the game. It is Stingray. Ooh, went for a clean, nice down sig situation. Sets him up, catches a side sig. Weapon toss. And good way to dodge through for Sandstorm, but has not found a weapon yet. Boom, gets the sight.
All right, little punish from Sandstorm. Still behind in the damage department. Sidelight, side air. Sandstorm has to get back up onto the stage. Nice weapon toss. Gets him that landing.
Definitely. Like, Sandstorm's trying to figure out where he can, like, kind of get some kind of stability in this match, but Stingray just had middle stage control the whole time.
Yeah, just really intelligent play from Stingray, just keeping the control that he has. He's not over-aggressing or anything like that. But that's a burn spot dodge, and Sandstorm full-on capitalization will lead to a KO.
That's textbook, man. He spot dodged in place. Sandstorm just sat there, looked at him, and said, I knew it. I got something for that. Don't worry about it. You can just clean up the stock now. Spear versus Spear. This is exactly what I believe Sandstorm wants, because he's been having a harder time against the orb. But stage control goes back to Stingray. Stingray lands the Sayer and goes right back to the orb.
Yeah, he's going to be sticking with this orb. Again, utilizing these SIGs to try to keep this pressure on Sandstorm. And Sandstorm comes in, gets caught by Stingray, but Stingray end-SIGs the wrong way. Sandstorm misses a side SIG.
You know something I don't see from Sandstorm as much? There it is, right? Nairs. He's not doing as many Nairs as like maybe like South American Spear players. He's landing a lot of Sayers, I'll tell you that.
Yeah. Conversely, he's hitting a lot of side airs. The Nairs, you know, it makes more sense in the South American region because they were playing against like close range weapons. But considering going up against Stingray with the Orb and Spear, it's like, all right, I want a little bit longer range attack.
It makes sense, Play with what you got. You got the down air coming out. I mean, the down light coming out from Stingray. Trying to get a nice juggle here on Sandstorm. Last jump, exhausted, goes over the top and gets caught.
The landings of Sandstorm are just getting caught by Stingray. Goes in for the downlight. Stingray with the punish. Weapon toss in response from Sandstorm. That was a dodge, but Sandstorm just goes for the up toss, but the dodge is still down, so Sandstorm gets the double downlight. That's good damage, but he needs the stock. Another one.
Ooh, did he touch?
Did he touch?
Yes, he did.
Oh, weapon toss in response to the weapon toss of Stingray, but that's going to let Stingray get back up. No punish, no opportunity.
No punish on that. We'll see if that comes back to bite him. He really has to take this stock if he wants to stay alive in this set and in this tournament. Sandstorm has one opportunity here.
Oh!
It wasn't
almost.
enough.
But he's disarmed himself, and Stingray is going to close it out 3-1. He's going to the Spring Royale, and he's guaranteed a top 3 finish.
Top 3 finish for your boy Stingray, man. He's been having some great performances. What did he place at the last Royale?
Not great.
I
think he had like 2 wins in his round robin phase. So he